Colorado River. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. We're up and moving a little bit already. But we're gonna try to get packed up here pretty quick, crush a coffee, and then we're gonna get on the river. I don't know if you can see it right now, but there's a pretty solid migration of birds coming up the river. I wanna say we maybe would have slept a little bit more, except they keep, I don't know, flying away, making quite a ruckus. But it's cool, we need to get on the water anyway. Okay, we're gonna grab a little coffee quick, using altitude coffee, as we always do when we're camping. I basically boil water, got a little drip system there. Basically rip off the top and pour water in. Basically it's like a drip coffee into the cup. Drip coffee, it's delicious. See you later, first campsite. You were good to us. Okay, we are now about a mile and a half into our day 2. No wind whatsoever, thank God. So much better without the wind. Staying right in the middle of the river, hopefully get the downstream current. Forest is crushing up in front of me, but we're just really taking in the scenery here. I know you can't see it in the GoPro, but it's stunning. The water's like glass, so when we get into a sunny bit, it's like a pure reflection of the mountains. It's incredible. It's a really, really beautiful paddle this morning. Hopefully this stays with us for all 21 or 25 miles that we have today. I think the wind is supposed to pick up a little bit later in the day, but only about 4 miles an hour, so nothing too crazy. Hopefully we can get some miles under our belt early while we have just this bliss of a river and experience. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? It's a whole lot of absolutely nothing. Cold drips down the back of the neck. Glass water is the best. Sun on your face is the best. Cool breeze on your face is the best. We're plugging away at about 4 miles an hour right now. So, but we've gone about like 5.5 miles in an hour and a half, which is wonderful. At this rate, assuming we don't get any more wind and we keep this pace up, less maybe pull over for lunch somewhere along the way, we should be to camp around 1 or 2 this afternoon, which is perfect timing for us. So gives us time to smash a little bit of food, set up our tent. Maybe last night we were able to get a little fire based off just like what we could scavenge around. We will hit Cottonwood Marina today, right before Lake Havasu, which is also right before where we'll be camping tonight. So we're probably gonna stop at the marina, get a few things that we forgot, maybe get an ice cream or something, I don't know. And tonight we're camping right at the entrance of Lake Mohave, which is a big giant lake with zero current. 10:30 or so in the morning. We logged about 9 miles. So decided to take a quick pit stop. Yeah, much needed pit stop. That was a successful pit stop. We're gonna get back in the kayak. We looked and we actually have 28 miles to go today. So we still got about, 19 miles or something to go. So we're gonna get back in. We'll probably do another stop in another 10 miles and then just keep plugging away. I was hoping you'd, oh, there's a fox right there, a coyote right there. One thing Forrest and I were noticing when you get to these big, wide open portions of the river, almost lake-like, although we're still going around 3.5 to 4 miles an hour, optically it just looks like you're not moving at all. Like it's the slowest thing ever going across this thing versus when we're in the canyons, the walls are close in and you can see everything moving by fairly quickly. So it's a bit of a mental battle through these parts, but it's still beautiful. It's still awesome out here, and we're loving it. One of the things that we're doing along this paddle is I joined us up with the National Park Foundation, and so we started a GoFundMe page to raise money specifically for Lake Mead. Bunch of my friends and family, our friends and family, donated to it, and we're gonna give back to Lake Mead, which is really exciting. I think once we finish this paddle, I'm gonna go see if I can find, one of those big checks or something for fun. But it's gonna be a real good feeling writing that check and giving back to one of the national parks that I've spent so much time in. It'll be nice to return the favor that national park has given us for, 20 years. Feels good. We made it to Cottonwood Campground. What a grind. It was like 26, 27 miles. We're gonna see, we were hoping this little cafe would be open. It's not. Maybe there's a little convenience store where we can pick up some snacks. Otherwise, we'll hop back in the kayaks, cross back to the other side of the river. Cottonwood Cove Marina. We've been talking about cold Coca-Cola and burger for the last 4 hours, but we missed it. It was closed, and there's no vending machine. So that's about it. Back in the kayaks. We're gonna paddle around the corner and find a place to set up camp and get our grub on. Okay, Forrest and I are coming to the end of our day. Sun is just setting now, and we are super close to a potential campsite, although we've been spoiled with a bunch of sandy beaches that we might have to find kind of a rocky one before it gets too dark. But we still got, 15-20 minutes of sunlight left that we might just pick a spot and go for it. One thing to note, with no wind, means that we're probably gonna get into a little buggy situation tonight. I'm being kind of trailed by little bugs. They're probably mosquitoes. Let's be honest, they're probably mosquitoes. I think I kind of like right there. Okay, we found our campsite. It is covered with mosquitoes, so we're gonna bug spray up, set up our tents, eat, and probably just go to bed. So, but it's quite a pretty view. That's a full belly and an exhausted body. We're gonna call it a night. See you tomorrow.